Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to show you how to change a wheel bearing on a VW Bora, and let's get started.
Quick heads up before the video starts. Don't be surprised about the quality differences between the videos we upload. Sometimes one will be good quality, other times it'll be poorer. One that's poor quality because we're uploading new and old car tutorial videos at the same time, but we've improved and recut the older ones, since a lot of the footage needed fixing and we wanted to bring them up to our current standards. What was unnecessary was cut out, and they're now being uploaded one after another. So, go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I'd say let's get back to the
First,
video.
we're taking the wheel down. Take the saddle out. Be very careful not to let the saddle hang loosely because the internal brake hose could potentially get damaged. Take the best hook and hang it up here at the top. So next we'll take off the ABS connector. We'll leave the ABS sensor attached. So we take this off here because we need to remove the steering knuckle and press in the wheel bearing, which requires this part's removal to be done. Next, we're taking the tie rod end off so that we can get the steering knuckle out and then proceed with the rest of the work. Clean the threads thoroughly with a wire brush. Because very often what happens is that the nut gets so tight as you're loosening it that you just can't get the whole assembly off anymore. So once you've cleaned the whole thing, put a bit of penetrating oil on it. Take the 19mm socket, and it's best to use an impact wrench. Alright, next up we're just going to tap that strut mount right out. We do exactly the same thing here with the bolts. Give the threads a good, thorough cleaning. Soak them in rust remover. And proceed to remove the 13mm screws. Next, we're going to loosen up the wheel bearing dust cap. Alright, so now we can loosen this whole part here. Next, we loosen the bolt from the shock absorber and the steering knuckle. And of course, we'll also clean the threads here. So, rust remover on it. The 18mm box end wrench. Unscrew the whole thing. Now that we've loosened the nut, we're going to place the 18mm socket right in here so we can pull the bolt out. And we're removing the bolt. Now, to be able to take off the steering knuckle, we're definitely going to need a special tool for this particular job. We're sliding in this thin-sided tool to get a proper grip on the component. So with that, we can actually spread the axle stub out just a little bit further than before. And now we can knock down the axle stub much easier. Otherwise, you'd have to keep hammering on the axle stub the entire time just to get it loosened up and fully removed. So now that we've attached the special tool and spread the axle stub, we can just knock the axle stub right off without any trouble. So let's disassemble it. So once the wheel bearing is in a specialist workshop, or once you've had the wheel bearing pressed in at a shop, you'll install the locking tool right here at the very bottom part. And then proceed to reassemble the entire unit. If you're interested in a video demonstrating how to have the wheel bearing pressed out, you'll need a press for that task, which is why I'm not covering that step here. Simply shoot me a private message and leave a comment below, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Then I'll also record that once more. So, we're putting in this whole block tool set. We're smearing this whole thing. And we're putting the whole thing back together. We're also cleaning the entire shock absorber assembly. We're greasing everything just to be safe, including the drive shaft. I'd already cleaned it all completely. We're applying grease to it again. Then it should all fit together very nicely and easily. Take the screw, lubricate it thoroughly, of course, and put it back into its original placement position. And then remove the locking tool again, or rather the special tool. Put the 18mm nut back onto this spot again. Reinsert the drive shaft and make sure the ball joint also goes back into the guide, into the wishbone. Put in the brake disc, put in the brake caliper, and one person gets in, presses the brake, and the other one pulls it with the wrench, or, of course, with the torque wrench. We'll go ahead and clean the brake caliper while we're at it, so that everything moves nice and smoothly. So, now we're screwing the tie rod end back into place. Just slide it right in here. Then we'll grease up the whole assembly. Take the new bolt that's included with the kit here. So we're going to clean off the wheel hub so the brake disc sits properly. We'll lubricate the whole thing. and that everything moves smoothly. Now we're tightening the whole thing up.
If you've got any questions about this process, feel free to shoot us a private message or leave a comment down below on the video. We're always happy to help and answer any of your questions. We read every single one, so don't hesitate to reach out.